So I got kicked out of a bass fishing club and I got banned from fishing all future tournaments in that bass fishing club for life. Also, this ridiculous sweatshirt that I have on is going to make sense here in just a second. So as many of you guys know, and many of you guys probably watched, I made this video right here. And in that video, I fished with my buddy Michael in my first bass boat tournament in over 15 years. Yes, I'll say it again, in over 15 years. That was my first bass boat tournament that I fished in. And so my buddy Michael actually asked me to fish in the club that I got kicked out of. And the reason that he asked me was, well, his brother moved out of town and couldn't fish with him anymore. His dad wasn't able to fish all the tournaments with him throughout the whole entire year. And so he asked me, and well, of course I said yes. And I said yes for a few reasons. Number one, it was gonna be a fun time out on the water with my buddy Michael. I knew it was something that he really enjoyed, and so I wanted to just be a part of that with him. Number two, it was a great way to make content that I don't make on my channel and have never made on my channel, which is bass boat tournament fishing content. It is something a lot of you guys have asked for, a lot of you guys enjoy, and it was something that as soon as I knew the opportunity had presented itself, I was gonna grab a hold of it so that I could make some really fun videos for you guys to watch. And then number three, it was gonna be a fantastic learning opportunity for me because like I said, it had been almost 15 years since I had fished a tournament in a bass boat, and so it's just a fantastic learning opportunity. I always say just go out there and go fishing, and fishing in a tournament is very different than just fun fishing. And so I wanted to go learn and to just sharpen a set of skills that I hadn't used in a very long time. And so we went and fished. I show up to the first tournament of the year for me and Michael, my first tournament again in over 15 years. I hand the dude my tournament entry fee, my club dues. We go get in the boat, we go out, we fish the tournament. We have a fantastic day, catch a whole bunch of big fish, end up catching about 15.5 pounds, and also, really humongous surprise to me to be totally honest, end up winning the tournament, and we beat the next closest guy to us by about 2 pounds. And so again, I was like jacked, and I was super excited, and I was really kind of just surprised that we ended up winning the tournament and doing as well as we did because I had zero practice. I just showed up to the lake, I went fishing and just had a good time and went out there and did what I know how to do, which is just go fishing, and ended up winning it. So we win the tournament, we get our 280 bucks total between the both of us. We split it 140 apiece. We shake hands, everybody smiles, good to see y'all, we'll see you at the next tournament, and we go get in the truck and we leave. And me and Michael are jacked up, not only because we won the tournament, but because we had a bunch of tournaments coming up. The next tournament we thought we could do pretty good in. We were just super excited to get to know all those guys. Michael knew them pretty well, I didn't, so I was super excited to get to know those guys and just go out there and again, hone a set of skills that I've not used in a very long time and make some really awesome content for you guys. And we were jacked and like really excited. Michael was calling me, he was all excited about the next tournament. You know, I was telling him what we were probably gonna go do, and I was probably gonna go practice for it and all that kind of stuff, until just a couple weeks ago when Michael gets a phone call from the tournament director. And the tournament director informs Michael that the club had had an emergency meeting, a club of which me and Michael are both a part of and had no idea that they were having an emergency meeting, and that they had decided and voted to kick me out of the club because they didn't feel comfortable fishing against somebody who is a semi-professional fisherman and has as much knowledge as I do. Yeah, I just don't even know. I didn't know. I laughed is what I did. When I first heard it, I literally laughed out loud because giving me the label of professional anything or semi-professional anything is just ridiculous. I'm a professional teacher. That's what I am. Neither am I a semi-professional bass fisherman, or do I have any aspirations to be a semi-professional or professional bass fisherman. So let's run through some stats though real quick, because I think these stats are going to blow your guys' minds about how good Alex Rudd actually is at being the semi-pro that he is. So I've won 2 tournaments my whole entire life. One kayak tournament and that bass boat tournament that I won the other day with Michael. That's the only 2 tournaments that I've ever won in my whole entire life. I have fished maybe, and this is a really, really big maybe, 20 total bass boat tournaments ever in my life, and most of them were with my dad when I was a kid, when I really wasn't making any decisions. I was kind of just hanging out with him and learning how to fish in those formidable years of fishing. And oh, did I mention that this past bass boat tournament that I fished in, the one that I got kicked out of, was my first bass boat tournament in over 15 years. Now, here's what you've got to understand. I'm not mad about this at all. If anything, I find it hilarious. That's the reason that I have this stupid handmade jersey on that says Semi-Pro across the front with a bunch of random stickers on it, is because this is probably the most ridiculous and hilarious thing that I have ever been called ever in my bass fishing career that I've had up to this point. Because the thing that makes it even funnier is that this is exactly what I've been talking about for years. That big baby, sore loser, toxic culture around tournament bass boat fishing. In one fell swoop, these guys solidified all that just like that. I mean, it is just crazy to me that I got kicked out of a tournament series in a club because they considered me a semi-pro with too much knowledge. Now, the real question is, though, what exactly is a semi-professional bass fisherman? Because, I mean, like, how are you a semi-professional? I mean, there's a professional, and then there's a semi-professional, or there's professionals and there's not professionals. Now, that being said, if you want to do that and your dream is to become a professional bass fisherman, I support that dream 1000%, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you go out there and you win every tournament. I hope you qualify for the Elite Series or the MLF or whatever you want to fish in, and I hope that you do it, because I don't want to do that at all. I have zero desire to be a professional bass fisherman, and every chance that I get, I reject the title of professional bass fisherman because I'm a YouTuber. I'm a dude who makes YouTube videos. I love what I do too, because I get to make these really cool memories, go out and fish and do whatever I want to do and just capture the experience through the lens of that camera right there. And I would not trade anything that I've done on YouTube to be a professional bass fisherman because of the experiences and the people and the things that I've got to do because of the lens of that camera right there. And so the real question, I guess, outside of what exactly is a professional bass fisherman is, why did they kick me out of the club? Was it the fact that I had a YouTube channel? Was it the fact that we beat them? Was it the money that we took from them? I really just don't know. And that's what I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, is what do you guys think I got kicked out of that bass club for? I mean, it obviously wasn't this sexy jersey that I have on, because I just created this thing today by putting a piece of duct tape on a hoodie and sticking stickers all over it and writing Semi-Pro across the front. And just know that the moniker of Semi-Pro is mine. I've embraced it. I am now Alex Rudd, fishing semi-professional bass angler, and there is nothing that you guys can do about it. That is definitely sarcasm. But for real, go down in the comment section, let me know what you think I got kicked out of that bass club for real for, you know, whether it was my YouTube channel, the win, the money, whatever it was. Also, hit this video right here. This is the video of the tournament that I fished in, because they said that I was unsportsmanlike for fishing against them since I'm a semi-pro. So watch this video and you guys tell me if I did anything that was unsportsmanlike. And as always, you guys are sweet, and thank you for watching.